In a lavish mansion overlooking the city skyline, billionaire Dewey decided to host a grand gathering for his closest friends. The air was filled with the scent of gourmet dishes, and laughter echoed through the opulent halls as guests enjoyed the evening. However, Dewey had a different intention behind the celebration. He wanted to test the loyalty of those he called friends. As the evening progressed, Dewey announced that he had prepared special gifts for everyone, a token of his appreciation for their companionship. However, he added a twist: each gift came with a challenge designed to test their loyalty and commitment to their friendship. He believed that true friends would rise to the occasion, while those merely seeking personal gain would reveal themselves. He handed out elegant boxes, each one uniquely adorned. As guests eagerly opened their gifts, they discovered luxurious watches, designer accessories, and exclusive experiences. But alongside the material wealth, there were also written challenges. For instance, one friend, Min, was tasked with donating a significant portion of his wealth to a charity of Dewey's choice, while another friend, Hoa, was asked to spend a week volunteering in a community project. The atmosphere shifted as the reality of the challenges sank in. Some guests were visibly uncomfortable, exchanging glances that conveyed their reluctance. Dewey watched closely, taking note of their reactions. Those who embraced the challenges with enthusiasm sparked a flicker of hope in his heart, while others hesitated, clearly more concerned about the impact on their personal lives. As the days passed, Dewey followed up with each friend. Min took the challenge to heart, researching charities and even visiting organizations to understand their missions. He later shared his experience with Dewey, expressing how fulfilling it felt to contribute to a cause greater than himself. Hoa, too, dove into her challenge, volunteering tirelessly and returning with stories of the people she had helped. Dewey felt a growing sense of gratitude for their genuine efforts. However, not everyone responded positively. A few friends outright refused to take on their challenges, arguing that Dewey's requests were unreasonable. They voiced their concerns about how such commitments could affect their reputations and financial standings. Dewey's heart sank as he realized these individuals, whom he had considered friends, were more focused on their own interests than the bonds they had shared. One evening, Dewey invited his friends over again to discuss their experiences. As they gathered, he noticed the stark contrast between those who had embraced the challenges and those who had resisted. Min and Hoa beamed with enthusiasm, sharing the meaningful connections they had made through their charitable efforts. However, the others sat in silence, their discomfort palpable. Finally, Dewey decided it was time to address the elephant in the room. "I appreciate the efforts of those who took on the challenges," he began, looking directly at Min and Hoa. "Your commitment to these causes shows the kind of heart you possess. But I need to speak honestly about the rest of you. Some of you chose to walk away from this opportunity to prove your loyalty." The room grew tense as the hesitant friends squirmed in their seats, avoiding eye contact. "It's disheartening to see that some of you care more about appearances than the friendships we've built over the years," Dewey continued. "True friendship isn't about what you can gain, it's about supporting one another, especially during difficult times." One friend, Hugh, who had initially dismissed the challenge, finally spoke up. "Dewey, we all have our priorities. We're busy people, and your challenges felt like a burden." Dewey sighed, feeling a mix of disappointment and understanding. "I get it, but I wanted to know who I could truly count on. Life is unpredictable, and when the going gets tough, I need to know who will stand by my side. Real friends are those who are willing to sacrifice for each other." After a long silence, Min interjected. "Dewey, this is about more than just gifts or challenges. It's about values. You've shown us that friendship is rooted in loyalty and the willingness to contribute to something bigger than ourselves. Those who can't see that may not be friends at all." Dewey nodded, grateful for Min's insight. He looked around the room, noticing the weight of his words hanging in the air. "From this experience, I've learned valuable lessons about trust and loyalty. I hope you all take a moment to reflect on what true friendship means." As the evening concluded, the atmosphere had shifted. Some friends left feeling uncomfortable with their choices, while others felt a renewed sense of purpose. Dewey understood that this was a necessary turning point in his relationships. He had unveiled the true nature of his friendships and was determined to invest more deeply in those who had shown their loyalty. In the following weeks, Dewey made a conscious effort to nurture the relationships that mattered most. He organized outings, engaged in meaningful conversations, and supported Min and Hoa in their charitable endeavors. Slowly but surely, he built a stronger circle of friends, those who understood the value of loyalty and were willing to stand by him through thick and thin. In the end, the gifts had served their purpose, revealing not just the character of those around him but also Dewey's own commitment to fostering genuine connections. He learned that true friendship was not about material wealth or shared interests. It was about love, loyalty, and a willingness to support each other's journeys, regardless of the challenges that lay ahead. As Dewey moved forward, he felt a sense of clarity about the kind of relationships he wanted to cultivate. He decided to organize a series of gatherings aimed at strengthening the bonds among his true friends, those who had embraced the challenges and shown unwavering support. He called them friendship retreats, where they could spend time together in a relaxed environment, share experiences, and reflect on their journeys. The first retreat took place at a beautiful lakeside villa, far from the hustle and bustle of the city. Dewey invited Min, Hoa, and a few others who had demonstrated their loyalty. As they arrived, the serene surroundings set the tone for a weekend of camaraderie and introspection. During the first evening, Dewey gathered everyone around a cozy fire pit. "I wanted to create a space where we can reconnect and truly understand what it means to be there for one another," he said, his voice warm and inviting. "Let's share stories about our challenges, our successes, and how we can support each other moving forward." One by one, his friends opened up. Min shared his experience of volunteering, detailing how it had transformed his perspective on success and wealth. He spoke about the families he met, their struggles, and how small acts of kindness could have a ripple effect. "It's made me realize that giving back is just as important as building my career," he confessed. Hoa followed with her own story, recounting the friendships she had formed through her community work. "I've met so many incredible people who inspire me every day," she said. "It's taught me that we're all interconnected, and our actions can uplift others in ways we might not even see." Dewey listened intently, feeling grateful for their honesty. It was a stark contrast to the previous gatherings, where superficial conversations often dominated. This time, they were exploring deeper themes of loyalty, purpose, and what it truly meant to be friends. As the night went on, the group engaged in various activities designed to strengthen their bonds, team-building exercises, cooking challenges, and late-night discussions under the stars. Each activity encouraged vulnerability and openness, allowing them to see one another in new lights. One morning, while hiking through the nearby woods, they stumbled upon a clearing filled with wildflowers. Dewey paused, inspired by the beauty around him. "This reminds me of how friendships can flourish," he said. "They require care, attention, and sometimes even the right conditions to thrive. Just like these flowers, we have to nurture each other to grow." The friends nodded in agreement, recognizing the importance of fostering their relationships. They decided to create a pact, promising to support one another not just in good times, but also during challenges. They spoke about being available for each other, checking in regularly, and offering help whenever it was needed. As the retreat came to a close, Dewey felt a profound sense of gratitude. He had not only reaffirmed his connection with those who mattered most, but he had also witnessed the transformation of his friendships into something deeper and more meaningful. The weekend had served as a reminder that loyalty was a two-way street, an ongoing commitment to being there for one another. When they returned to the city, Dewey initiated regular meetups, both formal and informal. They would gather for coffee, host game nights, or participate in community service together. Each interaction further solidified their bond, creating a support network that extended beyond personal gain. In the months that followed, Dewey's Foundation expanded its charitable efforts, largely influenced by the collective enthusiasm of his loyal friends. They launched initiatives aimed at empowering underprivileged youth, fostering entrepreneurship, and promoting education in their communities. Min and Hoa took active roles in leading these projects, further enhancing their sense of purpose and connection. During one community event, a group of young entrepreneurs shared their stories of overcoming adversity. Dewey and his friends listened, inspired by their resilience. As the young individuals spoke about their dreams and ambitions, Dewey realized that his friendships had evolved into a powerful force for positive change. That evening, after the event, Dewey gathered his friends to reflect on the impact they were making together. "This is what true friendship looks like," he said, a sense of pride swelling within him. "We're not just supporting each other, we're lifting up entire communities." His friends nodded, their faces glowing with satisfaction. They had transformed from individuals seeking personal gain into a collective of changemakers, committed to making a difference in the world around them. Over time, Dewey began to notice a shift in his perspective. The wealth and success he had once viewed as measures of accomplishment were now secondary to the relationships he had built. He felt fulfilled not by material possessions but by the impact he could have on others' lives through his friends. As they continued their philanthropic efforts, the group attracted attention from local media and potential partners. They became advocates for social change, frequently speaking at events and engaging with organizations aligned with their values. Their friendship became a model for others, illustrating the power of loyalty, collaboration, and collective impact. One day, while brainstorming new initiatives, Min suggested they host a summit focused on entrepreneurship and social responsibility. "We could bring together young innovators, share our experiences, and inspire them to make a difference," he proposed. Dewey's eyes lit up. "That's a brilliant idea. We could create a platform for emerging leaders to connect and learn from one another." The summit was organized, attracting a diverse group of attendees eager to engage with the concepts of entrepreneurship and social impact. Dewey and his friends took the stage, sharing their stories and lessons learned. The energy in the room was electric as young minds ignited with ideas and passion. As the summit concluded, Dewey felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had come a long way from his initial challenge of testing loyalty. What started as a personal quest to identify true friends had transformed into a movement that encouraged collaboration, compassion, and community. In the end, Dewey realized that the greatest gift he had received was not the luxurious presents he had given but the friendships he had nurtured and the lives they had touched together. The true measure of wealth lay in the connections formed, the lives uplifted, and the unwavering loyalty that bound them. And so, as he looked around at his friends, who had become partners in purpose, Dewey knew that he had found something far more valuable than riches. He had found a family united by love, loyalty, and a shared vision for a brighter future. Together, they would continue to build a legacy of friendship, compassion, and change, proving that true wealth is found in the bonds we forge and the lives we uplift along the way. As Dewey and his friends continued to build on their successes, they found themselves increasingly drawn into the world of social entrepreneurship. The summit had sparked a flame of creativity and determination among young innovators, and Dewey realized they had an opportunity to influence even more lives. Recognizing the need for ongoing support, Dewey and his friends decided to establish an incubator program specifically for aspiring social entrepreneurs. They aimed to provide mentorship, resources, and funding for individuals with innovative ideas that could create positive change in their communities. "Imagine if we could nurture the next generation of changemakers," Hoa suggested during a planning meeting. "We could offer them a space to develop their ideas and connect them with mentors who can guide them through the challenges of starting a social venture." Dewey's enthusiasm was palpable. "Let's do it. We can host workshops, provide access to funding, and connect them with industry leaders. We'll create a supportive community where they can thrive." They began outlining the structure of the incubator, focusing on key elements such as workshops, networking events, and mentorship programs. They reached out to their network of successful entrepreneurs and social impact leaders, inviting them to join as mentors and share their expertise with the next generation. As the incubator took shape, Dewey and his friends hosted a launch event to attract applicants. They decorated the venue with vibrant banners showcasing their mission, and the excitement in the air was palpable. Young innovators filled the room, eager to present their ideas and connect with potential mentors. The energy was contagious as each aspiring entrepreneur took the stage to pitch their projects. some focused on sustainable agriculture, while others aimed to provide educational resources to underserved communities. Dewey and his friends listened intently, feeling inspired by the passion and creativity displayed by the presenters. After the pitches, they announced that the incubator would select a cohort of participants to receive funding and mentorship. The chosen entrepreneurs would have access to workshops on business development, marketing, and social impact strategies, along with one-on-one mentorship sessions with experienced professionals. In the weeks that followed, Dewey and his friends worked tirelessly to refine the program. They developed a curriculum that included practical skills training, storytelling workshops, and sessions focused on resilience and adaptability. They wanted to equip the entrepreneurs not just with tools but also with the mindset needed to navigate the ups and downs of their journeys. As the first cohort of the incubator began their journey, Dewey felt a sense of pride and fulfillment. He witnessed firsthand the transformative power of support and collaboration. The participants bonded over their shared experiences, celebrating each other's successes and leaning on one another during challenging moments. One entrepreneur, a young woman named Lynn, stood out for her determination and vision. She had developed a project focused on providing clean water solutions to rural communities. Dewey was particularly moved by her story, which echoed the values he had embraced through his own journey. "Lynn, your idea has the potential to change lives," he told her during one of their mentorship sessions. "Let's explore how we can scale this and make it sustainable." With Dewey's guidance, Lynn refined her business model, developing partnerships with local organizations and securing funding for pilot projects. As her initiative gained momentum, Dewey and his friends cheered her on, proud of the impact she was making. As the months passed, the incubator blossomed into a thriving community. Dewey's friendships with Min, Hoa, and the other mentors deepened as they worked together to support the entrepreneurs. They celebrated successes, offered advice during setbacks, and constantly found ways to enhance the program. One evening, as they gathered to reflect on their progress, Hoa spoke up. "I never imagined we could create something so impactful. It's incredible to see these young entrepreneurs flourish." Dewey nodded, a smile on his face. "And it's all thanks to our commitment to each other and to the vision we share. We're not just building businesses, we're creating a legacy of change." Their discussions soon turned to the future. They envisioned expanding the incubator's reach, potentially opening additional locations in other cities. They also considered hosting an annual conference to bring together thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and investors focused on social impact. With each passing day, Dewey felt increasingly connected to his mission. He had transitioned from a world of luxury and superficial relationships to one filled with purpose and genuine friendships. The bonds he had formed with Min, Hoa, and the other mentors became a cornerstone of his life, a reminder of the journey they had taken together. As they prepared for the first anniversary of the incubator, Dewey and his friends decided to host a celebration to honor the entrepreneurs and their achievements. They invited mentors, supporters, and the wider community to witness the impact of their work. The event showcased the projects developed by the entrepreneurs, allowing them to share their stories and connect with potential investors. Dewey was filled with pride as he watched Lynn and the others present their initiatives, their passion shining brightly. As the night unfolded, Dewey took a moment to reflect. He realized that this celebration was not just about the successes of the entrepreneurs, it was a testament to the power of friendship, loyalty, and collaboration. The challenges he had faced in identifying true friends had ultimately led him to create something beautiful, an ecosystem of support and empowerment. As the evening came to a close, Dewey stepped up to the microphone, addressing the audience with gratitude in his heart. "Tonight, we celebrate not only the achievements of our incredible entrepreneurs but also the strength of our community. Each of you plays a vital role in this journey, and together, we are making a difference." The applause that followed was deafening, a chorus of appreciation for the shared vision they had cultivated. Dewey felt a sense of belonging that he had longed for, surrounded by those who believed in him and in each other. As the event wrapped up, Dewey gathered with Min, Hoa, and the other mentors, their faces glowing with excitement. "This is just the beginning," he said, filled with optimism. "We have so much more to achieve together." In that moment, He knew that the greatest gift he had ever received wasn't just the loyalty of true friends but the realization that through collective action, they could create lasting change. The bonds they had forged would not only withstand the test of time but would also continue to inspire others to join their mission of compassion, innovation, and hope. And so, with hearts full of purpose and a commitment to uplift those around them, Dewey and his friends stepped confidently into the future, ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, they were a force for good, dedicated to building a world where friendship, loyalty, and impact intertwined, creating a legacy that would resonate for generations to come. As the months rolled on, Dewey and his friends immersed themselves in the journey of the incubator, watching as it evolved into a vibrant hub of innovation and community. With each passing week, more aspiring entrepreneurs sought to join, inspired by the stories of those who had come before them. Recognizing the increasing interest, Dewey and his team decided to enhance their outreach efforts. They organized workshops in local universities and community centers, inviting students and aspiring entrepreneurs to learn about social entrepreneurship and the potential for impactful change. This initiative not only broadened their reach but also fostered a sense of inclusivity, welcoming individuals from diverse backgrounds and experiences. During one workshop, Dewey encountered a young man named Tuan, who had a compelling idea to create a platform connecting local artisans with global markets. Tuan's passion and creativity shone through as he shared his vision, but it was evident he needed guidance on how to turn his dream into reality. Dewey took Tuan under his wing, offering mentorship and support. They worked together to refine his business model and develop a marketing strategy that highlighted the artisan's unique stories. Tuan's enthusiasm was contagious, and soon he became a prominent figure in the incubator, inspiring others with his determination. As the incubator thrived, Dewey and his friends began exploring ways to further support the entrepreneurs. They introduced a pitch day, where participants could present their ideas to a panel of investors and industry experts. This event would not only provide funding opportunities but also valuable feedback from experienced professionals. On the day of the first pitch day, the atmosphere was electric. Entrepreneurs filled the room with their ideas, each one unique and impactful. Dewey stood among them, feeling a mix of excitement and pride. It was incredible to see how far they had come, transforming dreams into tangible projects that could change lives. Lynn took the stage to present her Clean Water Initiative, showcasing the impact it had already made in several rural communities. The audience listened intently, captivated by her passion and the urgency of her mission. As she concluded her presentation, the room erupted in applause, and Dewey felt a surge of pride for her accomplishments. Tuan followed with his pitch, highlighting the artisan's stories and the potential for cultural exchange through his platform. He emphasized the importance of preserving traditional crafts while providing economic opportunities. The panel was impressed, and several investors expressed interest in supporting his venture. As the event unfolded, Dewey noticed a remarkable shift in the room. It wasn't just about securing funding, it was a celebration of collaboration, creativity, and shared purpose. Entrepreneurs cheered for one another, offering encouragement and advice, reinforcing the community they had built together. When the final pitch concluded, Dewey took the stage, feeling compelled to acknowledge the journey they had all undertaken. "What we've witnessed today is the embodiment of our mission," he said, his voice steady. "These ideas represent not just business ventures but a commitment to creating a better world. I am proud of each one of you." The applause that followed was heartfelt, a powerful reminder of the bonds forged through their shared experiences. Dewey looked around the room, recognizing the faces of not only the entrepreneurs but also the mentors and supporters who had contributed to their journeys. As the event wrapped up, the excitement didn't dissipate. Conversations flowed as entrepreneurs connected with potential investors, sharing contact information and discussing next steps. Dewey felt a sense of fulfillment, knowing that they were all part of something larger than themselves. In the following weeks, many of the entrepreneurs secured funding and began implementing their projects. Dewey and his friends continued to provide support, organizing regular check-ins to offer guidance and celebrate milestones. The incubator had transformed into a thriving ecosystem of collaboration and empowerment. One evening, as they gathered for a monthly meeting, Min proposed an idea that had been brewing in his mind. What if we created a fund specifically for social enterprises that have graduated from the incubator? We could help them scale their impact even further. Dewey's eyes lit up at the suggestion. That's brilliant. We can establish a fund that allows us to reinvest in the projects that have proven themselves. This way, we can amplify their impact while fostering a culture of giving back. Excited by the prospect, the group began outlining the logistics of the fund. They discussed how to structure it, set criteria for funding, and engage the wider community in supporting the initiative. They envisioned a sustainable model that would not only benefit the entrepreneurs but also empower others to join their mission. As the fund developed, Dewey and his friends reached out to local businesses, encouraging them to contribute. They organized fundraising events, highlighting the success stories of the entrepreneurs who had come through the incubator. The community responded enthusiastically, eager to support a cause that resonated with their values. Months later, they celebrated the launch of the fund with a grand event. The evening was filled with stories of triumph, resilience, and the collective impact they had created. Dewey took a moment to reflect on the journey they had embarked upon, feeling grateful for the friendships that had blossomed along the way. Tonight, we celebrate not just our achievements, but the power of collaboration, Dewey said, addressing the audience. Together, we are changing lives and creating a legacy of hope. Let's continue to uplift one another and inspire future generations. The applause was thunderous, a testament to the collective spirit they had cultivated. Dewey knew that their journey was far from over. It was merely the beginning of a larger movement dedicated to social impact and empowerment. As they looked ahead, Dewey and his friends were filled with optimism and determination. They envisioned expanding the incubator to other cities, creating a network of support for social entrepreneurs across the country. They knew that the true essence of their mission was not just about building businesses, but about fostering a culture of compassion, innovation, and collective action. With their hearts aligned and their vision clear, Dewey and his friends stepped confidently into the future, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. Together, they would continue to build a legacy grounded in friendship, loyalty, and the unwavering belief that together, they could change the world. As Dewey and his friends set their sights on expanding the incubator, they recognized the importance of solidifying their foundation. They began reaching out to other successful social enterprises, seeking partnerships that could enhance their offerings and broaden their impact. One of their first collaborations was with a well-known organization focused on sustainable agriculture. The partnership aimed to provide entrepreneurs in the incubator with insights into eco-friendly practices and business models that prioritize environmental sustainability. Dewey was excited by the potential synergies between the two organizations, seeing it as an opportunity to deepen the impact of their work. During an introductory meeting, the leaders of the agriculture organization shared their vision. "We believe in empowering entrepreneurs to not only succeed but to do so in a way that benefits the planet," said the director, a passionate advocate for sustainability. "Together, we can equip these young innovators with the tools they need to create a lasting positive impact." Dewey and his friends eagerly discussed ways to integrate sustainable practices into the incubator's curriculum. They envisioned workshops that would cover everything from permaculture techniques to understanding supply chains that minimize environmental impact. This collaboration would enrich the incubator experience, aligning with their commitment to social responsibility. As they rolled out the new curriculum, the response from entrepreneurs was overwhelmingly positive. Participants expressed enthusiasm for learning how to create businesses that were not only profitable but also environmentally conscious. The workshops became a platform for sharing ideas and inspiring one another to think creatively about sustainability. One evening, after a particularly engaging session on sustainable business practices, Tuan approached Dewey. "I've been thinking about how I can incorporate these concepts into my platform for artisans," he said, his eyes bright with inspiration. "What if we highlighted artisans who use sustainable materials or practices? It could attract more customers who care about the environment." Dewey loved the idea. "That's a fantastic direction, Tuan. Not only will it support the artisans, but it will also resonate with a growing consumer base that values sustainability. Let's brainstorm how to implement this." Over the next few weeks, Tuan worked diligently to connect with artisans who were passionate about sustainability. He curated a collection of their stories, emphasizing their commitment to eco-friendly practices. This new focus elevated Tuan's platform, drawing in customers who shared a commitment to making ethical choices. As the incubator continued to thrive, Dewey's friendships with Min, Hoa, and the other mentors deepened. They celebrated each other's successes and provided unwavering support during challenging times. Dewey found himself reflecting on how these connections had transformed his life. He felt anchored by a community that valued loyalty and shared purpose. One day, while discussing the incubator's progress over coffee, Hoa proposed a new initiative. What if we organized an annual conference focused on social innovation? We could invite thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and investors from around the world to share insights and inspire one another. Dewey's eyes lit up at the idea. That could be a game changer. We could create a platform for dialogue about the future of social entrepreneurship and the role it plays in addressing global challenges. Let's start planning. With renewed enthusiasm, they dove into organizing the conference, reaching out to potential speakers and sponsors. They envisioned a dynamic event filled with keynote speeches, panel discussions, and workshops, an opportunity for networking and collaboration. As the date of the conference approached, excitement buzzed in the air. They secured influential speakers who were leaders in social innovation, creating a lineup that promised to attract a diverse audience. Dewey and his friends were eager to showcase the work being done in their incubator and highlight the stories of the entrepreneurs who had emerged from their program. On the day of the conference, the venue buzzed with energy as participants arrived from near and far. Dewey took a moment to soak in the atmosphere, feeling a mix of pride and gratitude. This gathering was not just about the incubator, it represented a community united by a shared mission to create positive change. As the opening session began, Dewey stepped on stage to welcome the attendees. "Thank you all for being here today," he began, his voice steady and warm. "We are here to celebrate innovation, collaboration, and the power of community. Together, we can inspire one another to create solutions that address the pressing challenges of our time." Throughout the day, the sessions sparked engaging discussions. Attendees shared ideas, experiences, and insights, creating an atmosphere of learning and collaboration. Dewey watched as entrepreneurs connected with potential investors, mentors offered guidance, and partnerships began to form. During a panel discussion featuring successful social entrepreneurs, Dewey felt a sense of fulfillment as he listened to the stories of resilience and determination. Each speaker emphasized the importance of community and collaboration in their journeys, echoing the values that had guided Dewey and his friends from the beginning. As the conference drew to a close, Dewey gathered with Min, Hoa, and the other mentors. They reflected on the day's events, feeling inspired by the connections made and the ideas shared. "This is just the start," Min said, a smile on his face. "We've planted the seeds for future collaborations and innovations." Dewey nodded, his heart full. "Absolutely. We've created a space where people feel empowered to dream big and support one another. Let's continue to nurture this community." In the months that followed, the impact of the conference rippled throughout the social entrepreneurship landscape. Many attendees returned to their communities motivated to implement new ideas and strategies, fostering a spirit of collaboration and support. Dewey and his friends committed to making the conference an annual event, ensuring that it would continue to serve as a platform for inspiration and connection. They also began exploring the possibility of creating a digital platform to extend their reach beyond the conference, allowing entrepreneurs and supporters to engage year-round. As they worked on this new initiative, Dewey often found himself reflecting on how far they had come since the initial challenges of testing loyalty among friends. He realized that the struggles he had faced had ultimately led to a profound transformation, not just for himself but for an entire community of changemakers. One evening, while reminiscing over dinner with his friends, Dewey raised a toast. "To the journey we've shared, the challenges we've overcome, and the friendships that have blossomed. May we continue to inspire one another and create a lasting legacy of positive change." As glasses clinked and laughter filled the air, Dewey felt a deep sense of gratitude. He knew that their journey was ongoing, filled with opportunities to learn, grow, and uplift others. With each step they took together, they were not only creating businesses but also a movement dedicated to compassion, innovation, and collaboration. Together, they stood on the threshold of a brighter future, united by a shared vision and an unwavering belief in the power of friendship and community. As they looked ahead, they were ready to embrace whatever challenges awaited them, confident that, together, they could continue to change the world. As the months passed, the annual conference became a highly anticipated event, drawing attention from media outlets and thought leaders in the social entrepreneurship space. Each year, Dewey and his friends sought to elevate the experience, incorporating innovative elements that would inspire attendees and deepen the impact of their work. For the next conference, they decided to introduce interactive workshops where participants could collaborate on real-world challenges faced by social enterprises. These sessions would encourage creative problem-solving and foster connections among attendees, reinforcing the spirit of collaboration that had become the hallmark of their incubator. Leading up to the event, Dewey noticed a shift in the energy within the incubator. Entrepreneurs were more motivated than ever, sharing their ideas and seeking feedback from one another. The community felt vibrant, with individuals drawing strength from each other's successes and challenges. It was a beautiful manifestation of the culture they had worked so hard to cultivate. During one brainstorming session, Lynn proposed an innovative idea for the conference. What if we included a Shark Tank-style pitch competition? It could offer entrepreneurs a chance to secure funding while giving investors a platform to discover new ideas. Dewey loved the concept. That's a fantastic idea, Lynn. It would not only provide entrepreneurs with an opportunity to gain exposure but also engage the audience in a fun and dynamic way. They quickly began planning the details, creating a structure that would allow selected entrepreneurs to present their ideas to a panel of investors and industry experts. The winner would receive funding to further develop their venture, creating a tangible incentive for participants. As the date of the conference approached, excitement reached a fever pitch. Entrepreneurs fine-tuned their pitches, seeking feedback from mentors and peers. Dewey noticed that the camaraderie among participants had deepened, with many offering to help each other refine their presentations. It was a testament to the bonds that had formed within the incubator community. On the day of the conference, the atmosphere was electric. The venue buzzed with anticipation as attendees filtered in, eager to hear from keynote speakers and participate in the workshops. Dewey felt a sense of pride as he looked around, recognizing the diverse group of innovators and supporters gathered to celebrate social entrepreneurship. As the opening session began, Dewey welcomed the audience, sharing the theme of the conference, Collaboration for Change. He emphasized the importance of working together to tackle the pressing challenges facing communities around the world. Today is about more than just individual success, it's about creating a network of support that empowers us all, he declared, his voice resonating with conviction. After the opening remarks, the workshops kicked off, with participants diving into collaborative discussions and brainstorming sessions. Dewey wandered through the rooms, observing the dynamic exchanges happening. It was exhilarating to see ideas blossoming in real time, fueled by the energy of passionate individuals working together. Later in the day, it was time for the pitch competition. The auditorium filled with excitement as entrepreneurs took the stage, presenting their ideas with passion and determination. The audience was captivated by the diverse range of projects, from innovative health solutions to sustainable fashion initiatives. Tuan was among the finalists, presenting his platform connecting artisans to global markets. His pitch was compelling, highlighting the positive impact on communities and the potential for cultural exchange. As he finished, the audience erupted in applause, and Dewey felt a swell of pride for his friend. After all the pitches concluded, the panel of investors deliberated, weighing the potential of each venture. The tension in the room was palpable as the audience awaited the announcement of the winner. Finally, the panel chair stepped forward to announce the results. We were incredibly impressed by the caliber of pitches today. However, one project stood out for its innovative approach and clear social impact. We are thrilled to award the funding to Tuan for his artisan platform. The room erupted in cheers, and Dewey couldn't help but smile as Tuan accepted the award, tears of joy in his eyes. He had worked tirelessly to bring his vision to life, and this recognition was a testament to his dedication. As the day drew to a close, Dewey and his friends gathered with the entrepreneurs, reveling in the success of the event. They shared stories, laughter, and dreams for the future, feeling more connected than ever. Reflecting on the conference, Dewey recognized the profound impact of their collective efforts. "We've created something truly special," he said, addressing the group. "This community is built on trust, support, and a shared vision for change. Together, we're proving that collaboration can lead to remarkable outcomes." In the following weeks, the momentum from the conference carried through the incubator. Tuan's success inspired others to pursue their goals with renewed vigor, and the sense of community continued to thrive. Dewey and his friends were filled with excitement for the future, eager to expand their initiatives and reach more aspiring entrepreneurs. As they contemplated their next steps, Dewey suggested an idea that had been brewing in his mind. "What if we launched an online platform that not only connects entrepreneurs with mentors but also provides resources, courses, and networking opportunities year-round? It could amplify our impact and foster a global community of changemakers." Min's eyes lit up. "That's a brilliant idea. We could create a space where entrepreneurs can continuously learn and grow, no matter where they are." With renewed enthusiasm, they began mapping out the vision for the platform, brainstorming features that would enhance the user experience. They envisioned a vibrant hub filled with educational content, success stories, and a forum for collaboration, a digital extension of the supportive community they had built. As the platform took shape, they launched a pilot program, inviting a select group of entrepreneurs to provide feedback. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with participants sharing how valuable the resources and connections were to their journeys. Dewey felt a profound sense of fulfillment as he watched the platform grow. It was a tangible representation of their commitment to empowering others, transcending geographical boundaries and fostering a global network of social entrepreneurs. Months later, as the platform officially launched, Dewey and his friends celebrated together, reflecting on their incredible journey. "We've come so far," Hoa remarked, a sense of pride evident in her voice. "What started as a small incubator has blossomed into a community that spans the globe." Dewey nodded, filled with gratitude. "And it's all because of the relationships we've built and the trust we've nurtured. We're creating a legacy of change." With renewed purpose, they continued to explore new initiatives, always seeking innovative ways to support entrepreneurs and create positive impact. Dewey knew that their journey was far from over. It was an ongoing adventure filled with opportunities to learn, grow, and uplift others. As they looked ahead, Dewey and his friends stood united, ready to embrace whatever challenges awaited them. They understood that together, they could not only navigate the complexities of social entrepreneurship but also inspire a movement dedicated to compassion, collaboration, and lasting change. With hearts full of hope and determination, they stepped boldly into the future, knowing that the bonds they had forged would guide them as they continued to change the world, one innovative idea at a time. As the online platform gained traction, Dewey and his friends noticed a significant increase in engagement from entrepreneurs worldwide. They received inquiries from individuals in various countries, eager to share their stories and learn from one another. This global reach sparked an idea in Dewey's mind: why not organize regional meetups to facilitate in-person connections and collaboration? Excited by the prospect, he gathered his friends to brainstorm. "Imagine if we hosted meetups in different cities, allowing entrepreneurs to connect face-to-face, share experiences, and collaborate on local challenges," he suggested. Min nodded enthusiastically. "We could create a series of events, each tailored to the specific needs and interests of the local community. It would strengthen our network and foster even more collaboration." With a shared vision in mind, they set out to organize the first regional meetup in Ho Chi Minh City. They reached out to local entrepreneurs, inviting them to participate in a day of networking, workshops, and panel discussions. The response was overwhelming. Entrepreneurs from various sectors expressed their eagerness to connect and collaborate. On the day of the meetup, the venue buzzed with energy. Dewey welcomed attendees, feeling a sense of pride as he watched entrepreneurs mingling and sharing ideas. The atmosphere was charged with excitement, each person eager to learn and grow together. As the workshops began, participants engaged in lively discussions, exchanging insights and strategies. Dewey felt a thrill as he observed the connections being forged, ideas sparking, collaborations forming, and friendships blossoming. One entrepreneur, Mai, presented her initiative focused on sustainable agriculture. Her passion for her project resonated with many in the room, and she found herself surrounded by enthusiastic supporters. Dewey approached her during a break, impressed by her vision. "Your work is inspiring, Mai. Have you thought about how we could help amplify your impact through our platform?" Mai's eyes lit up. "I'd love that. I believe collaborating with other entrepreneurs could open up new avenues for growth." As the day progressed, Dewey facilitated a discussion on the importance of mentorship in social entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs shared their experiences, both the challenges they faced and the support they received from mentors along the way. It was a powerful reminder of the impact that guidance and encouragement could have on one's journey. By the end of the day, Dewey felt a sense of fulfillment wash over him. The regional meetup had successfully fostered connections and ignited new ideas. Entrepreneurs left the venue energized, motivated to implement what they had learned and collaborate with their newfound peers. Emboldened by the success of the Ho Chi Minh City meetup, Dewey and his friends planned a series of similar events in other cities. They targeted regions with growing entrepreneurial ecosystems, eager to connect and empower aspiring changemakers. As the series unfolded, they visited Hanoi, Da Nang, and even ventured internationally to cities like Bangkok and Kuala Lumpur. Each event was uniquely tailored to the local context, drawing on the strengths and challenges of the region. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with attendees expressing gratitude for the opportunities to learn from one another. During one of the events in Da Nang, Dewey met a woman named An who was developing an app to improve access to mental health resources. Intrigued by her project, he asked, "What challenges are you facing in getting this off the ground?" And shared her struggles with funding and reaching her target audience. Dewey offered suggestions and connected her with potential investors he had met during previous events. "Let's work together on this. I believe your initiative can make a significant impact," he said, encouraging her to leverage the network they had built. Over the next few months, An secured funding and began implementing her app, crediting the connections made during the meetup as pivotal to her success. Dewey was thrilled to see another entrepreneur flourish, reaffirming his belief in the power of collaboration. As they continued to host meetups, Dewey and his friends also launched a mentorship program within the online platform. This initiative connected experienced entrepreneurs with newcomers, fostering a supportive environment where knowledge and experience could be shared. The response was heartwarming, with many seasoned entrepreneurs eager to give back to the community that had supported them. One evening, during a casual gathering, Hoa shared her thoughts on the mentorship program. "It's incredible to see how much our community has grown. I've been mentoring a few entrepreneurs, and it's so rewarding to see their progress." Dewey smiled, feeling a deep sense of pride in what they had created together. "We've built something special here. It's not just about business, it's about lifting each other up and creating a culture of support." As the year progressed, the incubator community continued to flourish. Entrepreneurs were forming partnerships, launching innovative projects, and actively supporting one another. Dewey felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the journey they had embarked on together. One day, while reviewing feedback from the mentorship program, Dewey stumbled upon a message that resonated deeply. It was from a young entrepreneur named Lynn, who had struggled to find her footing in the competitive landscape. "I just wanted to thank you for the support and guidance I've received through the mentorship program. It has changed my life and my business. I feel empowered and inspired." Reading her words, Dewey felt a surge of emotion. This was why he had dedicated himself to this mission, to empower others and create a ripple effect of positive change. As they approached the next conference, Dewey and his friends began brainstorming ways to celebrate their achievements and the impact of their community. They decided to honor the entrepreneurs who had made significant strides in their ventures, highlighting their stories during the event. At the conference, Dewey introduced a new segment dedicated to Spotlight Stories. Each selected entrepreneur shared their journey, the challenges they faced, and the impact they had made in their communities. The stories were powerful and inspiring, showcasing the resilience and creativity of the entrepreneurs they had supported. By the end of the conference, it was clear that the community had not only grown in size but in spirit. Attendees mingled, sharing ideas and discussing potential collaborations. Douay felt a deep sense of belonging, knowing that they had created a safe space where dreams could be nurtured and transformed into reality. As the event concluded, Douay gathered with his friends, reflecting on the journey they had shared. "We've built a community that embodies the values we set out to promote: support, collaboration, and empowerment. Together, we are making a difference." With hearts full of hope and determination, they looked ahead to the future, excited to explore new avenues for impact. They understood that their work was ongoing and that, as long as they remained united in purpose, they could continue to uplift one another and inspire future generations. Together, they stepped into a new chapter, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. With a shared vision and an unbreakable bond, they were poised to change the world, one entrepreneurial journey at a time. As Douay and his friends reflected on their achievements, they realized that they had not only built a thriving incubator but also established a movement that resonated with the values of collaboration and social impact. They were eager to explore the next phase of their journey and expand their reach even further. One evening, while brainstorming ideas over dinner, Min proposed an exciting new initiative. "What if we created a fellowship program for young leaders in social entrepreneurship? We could offer mentorship, funding, and resources to help them launch their ventures." Dewey's eyes lit up at the thought. "That's a fantastic idea. We could identify passionate young entrepreneurs and give them the support they need to succeed. It would amplify our impact and cultivate a new generation of changemakers." With renewed enthusiasm, they began outlining the fellowship program, discussing criteria for selection, potential partnerships, and ways to engage the community in the process. They envisioned a rigorous application process that would attract talented individuals with innovative ideas focused on social good. As they rolled out the program, they received an overwhelming response from aspiring entrepreneurs across the region. Applications flooded in, showcasing a diverse array of projects, from renewable energy solutions to educational technology aimed at underserved communities. The enthusiasm and creativity on display were inspiring. After a thorough review process, they selected a cohort of talented fellows. During the orientation, Douay addressed the group, emphasizing the importance of community and collaboration. "You're not just joining a program, you're becoming part of a family. We're here to support you, but also to learn from you. Together, we'll create lasting change." The fellows quickly bonded, sharing their ideas and experiences while forming a network of support. Douay and his friends organized workshops and mentorship sessions tailored to their needs, providing guidance on everything from business development to impact measurement. One of the fellows, Hoa, was working on a project focused on mental health awareness among youth. She had faced significant challenges in navigating the stigma surrounding mental health in her community. Douay was moved by her passion and offered to connect her with mental health professionals who could provide insights and resources for her initiative. As the fellowship progressed, Douay watched as the fellows transformed their ideas into actionable plans. The sense of camaraderie among them was palpable, and they often collaborated on projects, sharing resources and strategies. It was a beautiful example of the collaborative spirit they had worked so hard to cultivate. Midway through the program, Douay organized a retreat for the fellows to step away from their busy schedules and reflect on their journeys. The retreat focused on self-care, mindfulness, and the importance of resilience in entrepreneurship. Douay invited speakers who shared their stories of overcoming obstacles, emphasizing that challenges were often stepping stones to success. During one of the sessions, a fellow named Min shared his struggles with self-doubt. "There are days when I question whether I'm capable of making a difference," he admitted, vulnerability evident in his voice. "I sometimes feel overwhelmed by the challenges ahead." The room fell silent, and Douay spoke up gently. "It's natural to feel that way, Min. Every entrepreneur faces moments of doubt. But remember, it's in those moments that we find our strength. Look at the community around you. we're here to lift you up and remind you of your purpose. The retreat fostered deeper connections among the fellows, and many found comfort in sharing their vulnerabilities. They realized they were not alone in their struggles, and together they could navigate the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. As the fellowship program approached its conclusion, Dewey and his friends prepared for a final showcase where each fellow would present their projects to a panel of investors and mentors. The stakes were high, but the excitement in the air was palpable. On the day of the showcase, the room was filled with supporters, mentors, and potential investors. Each fellow presented their ideas passionately, demonstrating the growth they had experienced throughout the program. Dewey felt a swell of pride as he watched them confidently share their visions. After the presentations, the panel deliberated, considering which projects to support further. The atmosphere was tense with anticipation. Dewey and his friends circulated among the audience, discussing the fellows' ideas and encouraging conversations about collaboration. Finally, the panel announced its decisions. Several fellows received funding and mentorship commitments, while others were connected with potential partners eager to support their initiatives. The excitement in the room was electric, and Dewey felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment as he witnessed the fruits of their labor. In the months that followed, the fellows continued to thrive, launching their projects and making meaningful impacts in their communities. Dewey and his friends stayed engaged, offering support and resources as needed. The fellowship program had become a catalyst for change, igniting a passion for social entrepreneurship in young leaders. One day, while meeting with the fellows to discuss their progress, Dewey realized how far they had come. "It's incredible to see how each of you has grown and the impact you're making," he said, beaming with pride. "Remember that you are part of something bigger than yourselves. Together, we are creating a movement." As they celebrated their successes, Dewey began to reflect on the journey they had undertaken. From the initial challenges of testing loyalty among friends to building a thriving community of entrepreneurs, he felt grateful for the experiences that had shaped them. With the fellowship program in full swing, Dewey and his friends decided to expand their efforts further. They launched an initiative aimed at connecting rural entrepreneurs with resources and support. Many rural communities faced unique challenges, and Dewey believed they could make a difference by providing tailored assistance. The initiative involved hosting workshops in rural areas, where local entrepreneurs could learn about business development, marketing, and financial management. Dewey and his friends partnered with local organizations to ensure they understood the specific needs of each community. As they traveled to different rural areas, Dewey was struck by the resilience and creativity of the entrepreneurs they met. Many had innovative ideas but lacked access to resources and support. The workshops became a platform for sharing knowledge and empowering local changemakers. One particularly memorable workshop took place in a small village known for its traditional crafts. Dewey met an artisan named Lynn who created beautiful handmade textiles. "I've been struggling to reach a broader market," she shared. "I want to share my culture with the world, but I don't know where to start." Inspired by her passion, Dewey offered to connect her with his network of online sellers. "We can help you create an online presence and reach customers beyond this village. Your work deserves to be celebrated," he said, his excitement palpable. Over the following months, Lynn's textiles gained recognition, and she began to receive orders from customers around the globe. Dewey felt a deep sense of fulfillment watching her succeed and knowing he had played a part in her journey. As the initiative continued to grow, Dewey and his friends recognized the need for ongoing support for rural entrepreneurs. They decided to establish a mentorship program specifically designed for this demographic, connecting rural entrepreneurs with experienced mentors who could provide guidance and resources. The program received an enthusiastic response, and Dewey was thrilled to see the connections being forged between rural entrepreneurs and their mentors. The impact was profound, with many entrepreneurs reporting increased confidence and a clearer vision for their businesses. One evening, while celebrating the successes of the Rural Mentorship Program, Dewey gathered with his friends to discuss the future. "We've created a ripple effect that's reaching communities far and wide," he said. "But we can't stop here. There's still so much work to be done." As they looked ahead, Dewey and his friends felt a renewed sense of purpose. They understood that their journey was ongoing and that the relationships they had built would continue to guide them as they sought new ways to create impact. With hearts full of hope and determination, they prepared for the next chapter, ready to embrace whatever challenges awaited them. They knew that together, they could not only navigate the complexities of social entrepreneurship but also inspire a movement dedicated to compassion, collaboration, and lasting change. As they stepped into the future, united by their shared vision, Douay felt confident that they could continue to uplift one another and transform the world, one entrepreneurial journey at a time. As Douay and his friends embarked on their next chapter, they decided to amplify their impact by launching an annual summit dedicated to social entrepreneurship. The goal was to bring together innovators, investors, and thought leaders from around the globe to share insights, foster collaboration, and inspire new ideas. They envisioned this summit as a platform to showcase the successes of their community while providing valuable resources for entrepreneurs. The planning process was exhilarating but challenging. They worked tirelessly to secure sponsorships, finalize speakers, and design engaging sessions that would resonate with attendees. Douay felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as the date approached, knowing the summit could be a pivotal moment for their mission. On the day of the summit, the venue buzzed with energy. Entrepreneurs from diverse backgrounds filled the space, eager to network and learn from one another. Douay took a moment to soak it all in, feeling a sense of pride in what they had built together. As the opening session began, Douay took the stage to welcome attendees. "Today, we celebrate the spirit of innovation and collaboration," he said, his voice resonating with passion. "Together, we can drive meaningful change and create a better future for our communities." The lineup of speakers was impressive, featuring successful entrepreneurs, industry experts, and thought leaders who shared their insights on topics ranging from sustainability to impact investment. Douay felt invigorated by the energy in the room as attendees engaged with the speakers and each other, exchanging ideas and building connections. One panel discussion that stood out was focused on the role of technology in social entrepreneurship. Experts shared how emerging technologies could enhance the scalability and impact of social ventures. Douay noticed several fellows in the audience, nodding in agreement and taking notes, clearly inspired by the conversations happening on stage. During a breakout session, Douay facilitated a workshop on effective storytelling for entrepreneurs. He emphasized the importance of conveying their mission and impact in a compelling way. "Your story is your most powerful tool," he told participants. "It can inspire others to join your journey and support your vision." The participants engaged enthusiastically, sharing their stories and receiving constructive feedback from their peers. Douay felt a sense of fulfillment as he witnessed the growth and confidence of the entrepreneurs around him. As the day unfolded, it became evident that the summit was more than just an event, it was a catalyst for collaboration. Entrepreneurs exchanged contact information, formed partnerships, and discussed potential collaborations that could amplify their impact. In the evening, Douay and his friends hosted a networking dinner to celebrate the successes of the day. The atmosphere was filled with laughter, conversations, and a shared sense of purpose. Douay took a moment to express his gratitude to his friends and the community that had supported their journey. "Look at what we've accomplished together," he said, raising his glass. "This summit is a testament to the power of collaboration and the incredible spirit of this community. Let's continue to uplift one another and drive change." As the night progressed, Douay noticed Lynn mingling with other attendees, sharing her story in the success of her textile business. He felt a wave of pride wash over him, knowing that their efforts were creating opportunities for others to thrive. The following day, the summit concluded with a call to action. Douay encouraged attendees to commit to supporting each other and to take their learnings back to their communities. "Let's not let this be just another event. Let's turn our conversations into action and create lasting change together." As the attendees left the summit, Douay felt invigorated by the possibilities that lay ahead. The connections made, the stories shared, and the collaborations initiated were just the beginning of a larger movement. In the weeks that followed, the momentum from the summit carried through the incubator. Entrepreneurs reached out to each other, forming alliances and launching joint ventures. Douay watched as new projects emerged, driven by the spirit of collaboration ignited during the event. One afternoon, as Dewey reviewed the feedback from summit attendees, he was struck by a message from an entrepreneur named An. "The summit changed my perspective on what's possible. I left feeling empowered and inspired to take my project to the next level. Thank you for creating this space." Dewey smiled, knowing that their efforts were resonating and making a tangible difference. With this renewed energy, he and his friends began brainstorming ideas for the next summit, eager to build on the success of the first event. As they gathered to plan, Min suggested incorporating more interactive elements. What if we created a collaboration lab where attendees could work on projects together during the summit? It would be a great way to encourage hands-on learning and foster real-time partnerships. Dewey loved the idea. That could be a game changer. We can facilitate sessions where participants can pitch their ideas and form teams to develop solutions. It would make the summit even more impactful. Excited by the prospect, they began outlining the details for the collaboration lab, envisioning how it could foster creativity and innovation among attendees. They also planned to invite more diverse speakers, ensuring a range of perspectives that would enrich the conversations. As the next summit date approached, the anticipation in the community was palpable. Dewey and his friends were excited to see how the collaboration lab would unfold and the new ideas that would emerge from it. On the day of the summit, the collaboration lab buzzed with energy. Entrepreneurs pitched their ideas, and attendees formed teams to tackle challenges together. Dewey watched as participants brainstormed, shared insights, and built connections in real time. It was a beautiful display of the collaborative spirit they had fostered. In one corner of the lab, Lynn collaborated with a fellow entrepreneur to design a marketing strategy for her textile business. Meanwhile, Tuan worked with a team to refine his artisan platform, incorporating feedback from peers. The energy in the room was infectious, and Dewey felt a deep sense of fulfillment as he observed the creativity flowing. As the summit came to a close, Dewey gathered with his friends, reflecting on the impact of the collaboration lab. "This was incredible," he said, his eyes shining with excitement. "We've created a space where innovation thrives and connections deepen. It's a testament to the power of community." With the success of the summit behind them, Dewey and his friends began exploring new initiatives to further support their network of entrepreneurs. They recognized the importance of sustainability and decided to focus on environmental impact alongside their social initiatives. They launched a program aimed at helping entrepreneurs integrate sustainable practices into their business models. Dewey reached out to experts in sustainability, inviting them to share insights and strategies that could be implemented across various sectors. The program garnered interest, and entrepreneurs eagerly participated in workshops that explored sustainable practices, from waste reduction to ethical sourcing. Dewey was heartened to see the commitment within the community to create positive environmental change. During one of the workshops, an entrepreneur named Mai shared her struggles with implementing sustainable practices in her food business. Dewey facilitated a discussion, encouraging participants to brainstorm solutions together. "What challenges are you facing, and how can we support you?" he asked. The room came alive with ideas, and Mai felt encouraged by the collective support. "I think I need to find local suppliers who align with my values. It would not only help me reduce my carbon footprint but also support local farmers." Dewey smiled as he witnessed the collaborative spirit in action. The entrepreneurs rallied around Mai, offering connections and resources to help her implement sustainable practices in her business. As the program progressed, Dewey realized that the commitment to sustainability was not just about individual practices, it was about fostering a collective mindset focused on making a difference. The community began sharing their successes and challenges, celebrating each step taken towards sustainability. Months later, Dewey and his friends organized a sustainability showcase, inviting entrepreneurs to present their sustainable initiatives. The event was a celebration of creativity and innovation, with participants sharing their journeys and the positive impact of their efforts. The atmosphere was electric as entrepreneurs showcased everything from eco-friendly products to community-driven sustainability projects. Dewey felt a deep sense of pride as he listened to the stories of resilience and determination. As the showcase concluded, Dewey reflected on the journey they had taken together. From the early days of testing loyalty among friends to building a thriving network of entrepreneurs dedicated to social impact and sustainability, he felt a profound sense of gratitude. Looking ahead, Dewey and his friends knew that their work was far from over. There were still challenges to tackle and communities to uplift. But with the bonds they had forged and the lessons they had learned, they were ready to embrace whatever the future held. Together, they stood united, committed to driving meaningful change and inspiring others to join their mission. With hearts full of hope and determination, they stepped boldly into the next chapter of their journey, knowing that together, they could continue to make a difference, one entrepreneurial journey at a time. As Dewey and his friends reflected on their journey, they recognized how far they had come, from the initial struggles and tests of loyalty to creating a vibrant community of entrepreneurs dedicated to social impact and sustainability. They had fostered connections, ignited passions, and empowered others to pursue their dreams. During a gathering to celebrate their achievements, Dewey addressed the group. "What we've built together is not just a network, it's a movement. Each of you embodies the spirit of collaboration, resilience, and hope. Let's continue to uplift one another and drive change in our communities." The room erupted in applause, and Dewey felt a wave of gratitude wash over him. He knew that the bonds they had forged were unbreakable, and their shared vision would continue to inspire future generations. In the months that followed, their initiatives flourished, and the community grew stronger. The annual summit became a beacon of hope for aspiring entrepreneurs, while the mentorship programs and sustainability initiatives expanded their reach. Together, they celebrated successes, navigated challenges, and forged new paths toward a brighter future. As they stood on the cusp of new adventures, Dewey felt an unwavering belief in the power of collective action. They were not just creating businesses, they were cultivating a legacy of compassion and collaboration that would resonate for years to come. With hearts full of purpose and determination, they embraced the journey ahead, ready to inspire change and make a lasting impact. Together, they knew they could face any storm, for love, friendship, and a shared vision were the strongest forces of all. And so, their story continued, one of resilience, empowerment, and unwavering hope for a better world.